Merry Christmas. Mm. Oh, I need the. Merry Christmas. Oh, yeah. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Fabulous Friday. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna take a walkie, Lou. Love you too. Well, you seem rather concerned. You need to take a walkie too? Okay. Oh, I gotta. From the cold. All right. Oh, you need to go to the poopy. All right. Well, we'll go potty again if you want to. It's a beautiful day, huh? Then we gotta take a walk. All right. Good deal, Don. Oh, it's December, Don. With the polar bear, homie. We got the polar bear dog. Okay, now we're in the right month in the pantry. Yeah, and then it's been the right month in my room, though, because I was on top of shit. I was on top of shit with Ewok month, so I already had my shit ready. All right. Got the polar bear. All right, we'll take you. You look like I was abandoning you forever for just taking a walk, so we'll let you go poop or pee or whatever you want so you can feel the freedom of the outside. Yeah, man just recently rescued his wife from a polar bear. A polar bear attacked his wife and he jumped in front of the polar bear. And somehow he survived by luck or grace, or he had good weapons or something. But he saved his wife. Yeah, I read that story. It was a really heartwarming story, right? You know it. Oh, it's a fabulous Friday. Yeah. Ooh, is everybody coming out in their beanies and with their, not everybody. Some people will just stay inside if it's like bad wind chill. But some people like, if it's like that perfect mix of the wind chill and it's a sunny day and it's blue skies and everything's pretty and green, that they'll come out and have an enjoyable walk. So I'm on that camp instead of the I'm not going outside camp. I'm in the nature camp. So Yeah. If there were nature trails and stuff, I'd be going through those, but there's not any woods because we're in the big city. So there used to be woods and farms, but that was like 20 years ago or so. Yeah. So, anyways, they had to build subdivisions and Walmarts and bullshit. But I prefer it the way before, when it was beautiful and just woods and ponds and creeks, and that's when it was perfect. Yeah. Oh well, that's big city. If I want to move out to the sticks, you can get enough money and move out to the sticks if you want to. So move out to the middle of nowhere. Are the trash men coming already? The garbage? I hear the truck, so yeah. I think that's what I'm hearing right now. Okay, we're gonna head out down. Yeah, sometimes they come through here. Yeah. Let's do it. There we go. Yeah. You gotta go. Love it, bye-bye. You ready? Okay. You coming, boo-boo? All right. Yeah, good. All right, come here, boo. Better be good. Come here. Come on, honey bun. No. All right, let's go. All right, come on, honey bun. Yeah. No. There we go. All right. You be a good bear. A good wolf. Don't be a baddie. Oh. Okay, be good. All right. You coming? Okay. You ready? All right. Okay, go lay on the pally. Be a goodie. You be a lovey. Yeah, ooh. Wow, ooh. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and put our trash out on Monday because we didn't really accumulate too much. Boom, 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 boom. So we're gonna have a few bags in there. Somebody won the $925,000. Was it me last night? I don't know. I hope so. Man, that'd be one hell of a Christmas. Everybody complaining about money. And all of a sudden you're like, hey, I have almost $1 million. Yeah, then people would, that'd be incredible. That'd be a miraculous situation. So. I'm gonna make sure that if I do win $1 million or more, it's in my mother's name. So, yeah. That's what I make sure. Yeah. Why do I make sure it's in my mother's name? Because I can't trust another relative with large sums of money because they'll try to use it for themselves. And who knows if they pass away, who they're going to leave it to, especially ones that are not in my blood. And if they do have children, they're going to leave money to their children. So that doesn't benefit me. So I give it to my mother because that's a direct, I'm her only son. So when she passes away one day, hopefully not for a long time, then if I give her a lot of money, then she'll just give it right back to me. So it'll just be a boomerang. It won't be like a big question mark like, well, if this one uncle doesn't like me, is he going to leave everything to his nieces or his daughters or, with stepfathers, step uncles, step grandfathers, you never know what they're going to do because they could easily just pass on that money to their nieces and nephews and children and grandchildren and just skip you over. So that's just the truth. Because, it's their will. So any big money I ever accrue is going to go towards me or my mother and nobody else. So and that's a fact, Jack. Yeah, because I can't trust a stepfather or something like that. He could be like, oh, well, I don't like you that much, or or something like that. Then he could leave it to his next of kin, whoever that may be down the line. So because people could promise you the world, so your mom or dad or your stepmother or stepfather could say, hey, I'm going to give you everything in the will, and then you could turn around and right before they die they could change it, and they could be like, well, I didn't like you that last 3 months or whatever, and they could change it like in a drop of a hat because it's their will. And if they're still competent enough to redraft a will, then you could probably like maybe expect, you'd say like, oh man, my stepmother passed away. And you might be like, well, does that mean, was I left anything in the will? And then you'll be like, oh, anyways, condolences for your grief. And then it's going to be like, oh, well, your stepmother left his next of kin nephew $2 million. You didn't get anything. And then you'll be like, oh. So, that's really the problem with the non-bloods, is that they're going to be looking out for their bloods and their family name, and they're not going to be concerned with yours. So, not always, sometimes, but. And the baby boomers are often called the most selfish generation in history, so, Sounds like a helicopter back there. Yeah, that's a nice get to the chopper. I can hear it from way back. Got the chopper. Get to the chopper. Yeah, one thing about, the blood family is that that they might lecture you, they might harp on you, they might try some stuff, but they'll never screw you over like a step relative will. So, that's just the bloody truth of it, literally. So it's just like, you know. So it's yeah. That was fucking unnecessary, but whatever. Peeling out on the stop sign. Motherfucker. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't always trust your blood relatives. I mean, especially extended relatives. But typically, if you're lucky, you can trust your mom, your dad, maybe, and then maybe you can trust your brothers and sisters, you know, aunts and uncles, real close relations like that. Most of the time, maybe you're not able to trust your cousins, you know, your stepmom, your stepdad to be looking out for you. So in this world, you got to look out for yourself. That's just how it is, because no one else is going to look out for you and your needs or your dreams. That's just the reality of life. So yeah, getting that lead up to Christmas walk. Yeah. Yeah, my mom was pretty hot when she was young. She could have had anybody. She usually picked tall, dark, and handsome men that had jobs at least. And so maybe women are picky about class these days, but back in the day when a regular working man could make pretty good money or decent money to live, women weren't as picky, I don't think. So they were less worried about the class and the income because the dollar could go a long way. There wasn't high inflation and all that. So I think women today are more materialistic than ever and more, they're more concerned about somebody's education and class and socioeconomic level than ever. So my mother could have been snootier and just picked guys with, that were doctors and lawyers and bankers, and she could have just picked big shots. And but she gave the working man a chance, at first, So she gave the welder or the construction worker a chance. And then her next marriage, her next man after my first stepfather died was an accountant, so a businessman, in other words. So he was more successful than financially speaking, and he's good at money. So then. Maybe women, when they get older, they get even more selective on who they choose to shack up with and all that. So oh man, yeah. So I'm still stopped up and congested from our cold, but my stepdad still has a pretty terrible cough. Yeah. Beautiful. Bonita. Yeah. You know it. They're coming this way. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. It's a glorious day, though. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. I wonder what they're playing. It sounds like Christmas music, but it sounds like it's like recorded by the Beach Boys or the Beatles or like some 1960s artist or something. I'm not gonna walk over there and say, "Hey, what are you playing?" Because me and my family had this nasty cold the last week. We don't want to give it to anybody. So I guess the neighborhood schizophrenic, he got a car somehow, or he's working on a car or something. But can schizophrenics drive cars? I think they can, as long as they have a license and pass the test and they are on medication, I think. Or maybe they're not allowed to, I'm not sure. I guess it depends on their mental condition, right? Or they probably illegally drive cars, which I know is scary. Because I remember Terry A. Davis, the schizophrenic God's Lonely Programmer, he would do YouTube videos of him driving around, but he was borrowing his parents' cars, right? So he never seemed to have any problems driving. I mean, he was kind of talking crazy, but he could basically function to make it to the market or whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and say we had this bad cold, so and for the sake of health and sobriety, we're not gonna have any drinks for, we're gonna wait until, we're gonna wait to have drinks for this holiday season until my parents go out of town to see my grandmother, who's unfortunately dying in Arkansas. So my grandmother had a few strokes, and she's having to be taken care of by my aunt and my mother. And yeah. But anyways, gotta get to the chopper. Oh, there we go. We got to the chopper. Back there. Get to the chopper. Yeah. The chopper.